Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about Azure Backup or Azure Backup Vault. So how we can create a backup in Azure, or how we can integrate the backup service that we can use to restore our backup. Stored backups can be stored from the on-premises as well as from the Azure VMs. If we talk about the backup Azure Backup Service, so in Azure Backup Service, it basically based on Azure Recovery Service Agent, through which you can use Azure Backup Vault integration. And with the help of Azure Recovery Agent, you can copy your content, or you can take a backup of your content to your Azure Backup Vault. So backup basically that provides needs when you try to protect your data in your vault. So vault is nothing else. It's just like a virtual destination of your backup where you can store it, or you can store your data over there. So it just avoid your requirement of local disk or hard disk, CDs, etc. You need not that to put your data over there. So in if we talk about the Azure Backup Vault, so and a single Azure Backup Vault or Azure subscription. If we talk about Azure subscription, so in a single Azure subscription, you can put up to 25 vaults or host up to 25 backup vaults. And each vault can protect up to 50 computers where you will install the Azure Recovery Agent service. Apart from that, if you are using an infrastructure as a service like Azure based virtual machine, and you are using a backup extension in the virtual machine, so that can protect up to 200 computers. It has some limit and the restrictions, most probably around 54,000 or something. I did not exact remember. And GB of data can store in that. So you have a good amount over there, but yes, it's still Microsoft charge for this backup vault also. If you can see, this is the diagram where we have an on-premises infrastructure, Exchange, SharePoint, SQL. It will comes in the form of files, and then it transferred it to uh, Azure Backup Vault if you want to store it over there. The process is very simple. You have to just create a backup vault. You have to configure application policies, etc. just for security purpose. The specify your backup goal. I need to take a backup from on premises and download the credential. You have to configure or download recovery agent and install that recovery agent on the computer. Once you set up these things, it will start taking a backup as per your schedule. I will show how we can take it up the backup, or we can configure it. We can also configure Azure VM level backup by using an Azure VM extension. So at the time of configuration of VM or later on, you can also configure a backup policy and deploy the Azure VM extension. So with the help of that, you can take a backup of your virtual machine, which is running on Azure. So these are the simple steps. Let me quickly show you how we can do that in the Azure portal. So I need to just click on create a new resource, and I have to select a backup vault, backup and recovery site. Just go to the backup and recovery site, and you have to create one backup and recovery site first. Okay, it will ask you to create a or select a resource group. Right now I don't have, so I'm just going to create it a new resource group here, backup hub, and the vault name. Okay, I've just selected it. Quickly, if I want to add it, the tag, etc., I can add it, or just I am going to review it, create it. The default backup configuration is not set. Okay, geo redundant. So delete first. The soft delete is enabled. So there would be a error message. Let me just quickly go back here. Name must be in a letter that contains only. Okay, this is the error message. So let me just remove this. Okay, I'll go ahead and quickly going to create it. Name it should not marked with the underscore. That's why. So it take a couple of minutes in the deployment. So now the vault is ready. So let me just go to resource, and here I need to add. Uh, right now I'm not going to enable a site recovery, that I will show you later on. So I need to add a backup vault here. So what I'm going to do, just click on plus the backup sign. Workload type, it's type I need to select as an on-premises. So here I need to specify the workload. I am not going to take an Azure Stack or Azure backup. I'm going to configure my on-premises to take a backup on Azure. What do you want to backup? Here it's files and folder I have selected. If I want, I can choose the SQL, SharePoint, Exchange, a lot of or Hyper-V machines. So I may select as per my requirement. And now just click on the prepare infrastructure. It will gives the download the agent for the Windows server. So I just click on this to download my recovery agent. So now it's started getting download. I need to copy it uh, at my machines where I have to take the backup. It is my recovery agent. So I need to install this. To install it, what I need to go, I just need to copy it. Let me quickly take it from here. And I already have one server which is running somewhere else. So let me just copy this to their location and install it. In the meantime, the deployment is also get completed. So now it's copied over there. Let me just quickly double click and install it. So now I have to install my recovery agent at the client machine. So these are the steps and the configuration, the default location. I'm taking it as a default path. If you have to enter any proxy configuration, you can use it if you have. No, I don't want to use the Microsoft Update as of now. Installation, it asks and install it. It not it will not take much time, and it's quickly install that Microsoft Azure Recovery Agent Services. So this is what first you have to configure a vault over there, and at the time of vault configuration, it's also giving you a client for the backup. Okay, so let's in the meantime just go back. Okay, so now it's proceed to registration. Once it's ready, you have to configure your credential and the vault credential information. So now I need to browse it, and it will ask me to enter the credential file. So just go back at your Azure portal. We have to configure the backup vaults from here, and let me just show you. Okay, so you have to go to your the properties section of this. Let me just show you. Okay, in the properties, the backup based configuration information like resource group and your details would be available here. And here the information for the download the recovery agent, which we have already done and copy and install that. I need to just click on already have recovery agent. So just download the vault credentials. So it will just go to the show to folder. So now this file is downloaded. This is the vault credentials. So I need to copy this vault credential from here and paste it with my client. I will continue in the next video, so you can refer the next part. The link is already in the description box, so I will show you how we can copy and configure it and how we can take the backup. So keep watching this channel and do subscribe it. Thank you so much. The next video link is in description box.